Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching me. And I hope somebody's watching me, huh? That's my hope. So, as you know, we're during these times and we have different, a lot of time on our hands, right? And I decided that I would do a little cooking. And one of the things, if you saw my opening picture, that looks delicious, doesn't it? Was it dessert? Was it breakfast? What was it? It was breakfast cooked in egglets. Does anybody have any egglets at home? Do any of you have these? I must have bought these, oh gosh, several years ago. And they sat in the back of my cupboard for a long time. And it's funny because about a month and a half ago, I was in the Dollar Tree of all places, and I saw these in there, and it sparked the knowledge that I had some at home. So I started cooking with them. And I initially didn't have very good luck, and I think that's why they ended up in the back of my cupboard. But now, oh my gosh, I've learned really how to use them in the last month and a half, and I betcha I use them every other day to make something, especially since I'm on this keto diet, or I try to follow it anyway. I'm not always that good on it anymore, but I can make some really good keto eggs in here, and they're delicious. So I'm going to share that with you right now. I hope you like it. Well, hi everyone. Here I am taking bacon, which is one of the ingredients in that delicious looking meal that I prepared. I take the bacon. Obviously we don't use a whole pound of it, but I'm just chopping it up in little pieces here. And in the end, we're just going to be using maybe, if at all, 2 strips. It might equal to that cooked down once we're done with this. So, alright, so now I've got our bacon started, and now I'm going to add, I've actually got about a third of an onion here, maybe, and once it's all chopped up, it's going to be about the size of a 1/4 cup. So I'm getting that ready. And then I'm going to put that into a saute pan and start sauteing that up. And then I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of mushrooms to this mixture as well. And that is going to equal about 4, I think I do like 4 mushrooms here. Chop them up really good, really fine. And again, this is going to be added to that mixture as well. So now that I've got that all mixed, and I had a tablespoon of olive oil in it to begin with, I'm going to cook the items down. I'm cooking the bacon down and sauteing the vegetables, but I'm going to add a little pepper and a little salt to taste. That happens to be pink sea salt, so pink Himalayan salt. Again, keeping on stirring it and working it around for a little while until everything gets cooked up nicely. Now you've seen that I've replaced the pan. I put some water there and starting to get that boiling, and I'm mixing up the vegetables, and I've added about a 1/4 cup of the bacon to that, and I just keep that mix going. And there's the egglet cup that I'm going to be using now that the mixture is all mixed together. And I looked up on Amazon. You can get these on Amazon yet, so if anyone is interested, we'll just look up Egglettes when this is done. My water is starting to come to a boil. I'm turning it up right now to make it come to a boil. Notice my sign there says Egglettes. Actually, the Egglettes has 2 T's, so I apologize for that. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to take a tablespoon of the mixture that I have, and you can see what it was. It's all cooked down now. I'm just going to drop that in the bottom of the egglet cup. Prior to filling them, though, I do take a little bit of oil and I put oil in. I'll either mix it with my finger or just do a spray and spray it in. But then I always take like a napkin or something and wipe around so that the whole thing is nice and prepared. Otherwise, it can get stuck in there in the cup. So, but I'm putting the rest of it in there. It says there's just a little bit in the bottom of each one. And there I'm showing that to you. Now, I'm going to be actually, starting in a second, I'm going to be putting in my egg beaters. There's my egg beaters. There's a little line. I was showing you there's a line to fill up to, and that's what I'm doing. If you don't, if you overfill past that line, you can, sometimes it'll really blow up big, and it can actually push the top off. So you want to stick to that level, and it'll cook really nicely. These egg beaters works great on this. There's no cholesterol, low fat, not a lot of protein. So here they're out of the, as you can see before, I had put them in the boiling water, and now it's been about 10-12 minutes later, and I can pull them out. The silicone is hot, but if you grab the very tops, the tops are not. It only takes them a second to cool down, so let them sit there for a minute. And now I'm going to show you that's what it looks like when it's all cooked up and all nice and solid. And sometimes you can put them in baggies and put them in the refrigerator and eat them on another day or make up a few lunches. But here, I'm just like that. It just pops out when you're ready to take them out of the cup. I apologize. That was a little Jello cup. The gelatin came in, and I just rinsed it out for purposes of showing. And guess what? There's water stains on there. How embarrassing. So anyway, I apologize for that. So now I'm going to put another one in here, and they just come out perfect, and because they're flat on the bottom, they're great for decorating. So you'll see here now, coming up shortly, here we go. So basically I just put 4 of them on a plate, put a couple of strawberries, and I sprinkled a little bit of bacon and a little bit of cheddar cheese on there, and that's it.
So how easy was that? Do those not look delicious? And they are delicious. Get these out of your cupboard if you have them and start using them. So easy. So easy. Well, I'm glad that you watched me today. Stay safe out there. If you haven't subscribed, please do so now so you can catch my next video. Take care, everyone. Be safe. Until next time, bye-bye.
If anyone's looking for egglets, I know they are available on Amazon. I'll post something below.